Number 13, it says determine if the two given functions are inverses of each other. Well, you could come in here and just take the inverse of f of x and say, does it give you g of x? And take the inverse of g of x, does it give you f of x? That'd be one way, which obviously if it goes one way, it will go the other. But what we like to say is if you simply do f of g of x, it's going to give you the same as if you do g of f of x. In other words, no matter which way you do it, they're going to equal one another, and they actually will always come out to equal the x. So they sort of want you to do that. Now, again, you could just take the inverse of f of x and see, does it give you g of x? And if it does, then you know you're right. But they want us to do this. So here, let's do just f of g of x and see, do we get an x? If we get an x, then yes, they're inverses. If we don't, then no, they're not. You could also do g of f of x. It doesn't matter which one you want to do. You can either plug f of x into the g of x or the g of x into the f of x. I might do both. I don't really know. Let's just do this, f of g of x. So I'm going to plug g of x into the f. I'm going to plug that 3x minus 2 into that x there. But if we write this as I've taught you, you would say, hey, g of x is what? 3x minus 2, right? And so now you go to the f function right here, and you plug 3x minus 2 into wherever there's an x. So I plug it in there over a 3. Negative 2 plus 2 goes away. The 3's divide, and you're left with just an answer of what? X. Now, if we had done it the other way, if we had done g of f of x, in other words, taken the x plus 2 divided by 3 and plugged it in here, because remember, f of x is simply x plus 2 over 3. So if we had plugged x plus 2 over 3 into the g function says do 3 times whatever they give you, x plus 2 over 3, and then take away 2. Let's see if we get x here also. Well, 3 times that 3 in the bottom, those are going to cancel, leaving you with x plus 2. Then on the outside, I have minus 2, and it leaves me with just an answer of what? X. I don't have to do them both. If you do one and you get the answer of x, you know you're done. So the answer to 13 is yes, these are inverses of each other.